I keep giving bad people good ideas.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video we are going to be talking about Arc Raiders, and this game's fun as fuck. 100% will say you got to buy this game, but today's video I'm going to explain why and kind of give my little review of the game. But pretty much jumping into it, this is definitely a game I would want to stream. Just my only issue with streaming is just like kind of timing with work, and I'm going back to school soon. But I do want to try to get back into streaming again. It's been months since I actually did a stream, so this is definitely one of those games where I feel like it'd be perfect for me to get back into streaming with. But besides that, the game's really fucking fun. And the community is really interesting as well when it comes to the game as well, because technically it's a shooter-looter gathering type of game. The whole story and baseline of the game, sorry, I just need a drink real quick, is technically humans got so advanced that they made these robots. The robots were theoretically supposed to help the human race, but they ended up not helping the human race. Who would have thought? So the robots ended up turning on humans and taking over pretty much, which led humans to living underground. Well, they could live underground peacefully, but there's almost only so many things underground you can live off of besides fucking worms. So those people called raiders that go above could gather things and bring supplies back down to the fucking city underground or whatever. Esperanza, I think it's called, but the little underground city. But pretty much with the community, you think it'd be like Rust, where it's just kind of toxic. Everyone just shooting, try and get whatever they can. And just kind of just try and get the most loot they can. But it's actually fuck English. It's actually surprisingly kind of fucking different. Well, most people I do run into are kind of more on the nicer side. I think the developers that did release Arc Raiders did actually release something saying that the game will place you in matches that are like more violent or more like shoot on sight if you're more of that kind of playstyle. So if you're shooting everyone on sight, you're going to get placed in more lobbies with people who are just going to shoot you on sight. As if you're kind of more the peaceful person, not trying to kill everyone, and you're trying to like be like, hey, don't shoot me, and you kind of team up or at least have a little alliance to not shoot each other, you'll actually end up in more lobbies with people like that, which I think is actually a really cool take to have in a game, and kind of makes you think, hey, is Arc Raiders just a big social experiment? Probably not, maybe, I don't know, but I feel like it's kind of cool in that sense, because it does kind of turn itself into a social experiment, if it's not even one anyways. But pretty much with that factor though in the game, it's actually really cool because I've ran into more people that would actually want to help me out than really put a bullet in my head, which is a very, very cool and kind of strange vibe to get from playing games like Rust. Well, oh, you're out of ammo? Perfect, I'm gonna dome you in your fucking head and take all your shit, even if you only have 300 wood. As in this game, if you just say, hey, don't shoot, they're on the same page, they don't want to shoot you, and you kind of just stick to it, it's like you could pretty much just team up with someone, have them help you with stuff, or you help them with their stuff, or whatever, or just even just distract and get the fuck out of there. Like, in some of my gameplay, you could see there was like a point where I'm kind of trying to sneak around, and I'm like watching my, what is it called? Fucking endurance and stuff. Like, I don't want to run out of endurance while I'm like running out in the open, stuff like that. And I see a guy off in the corner, and I emo like, don't shoot, and he does the same shit, and he carries on with what he's doing, and I just get the fuck out of there. And in my second clip near the end, it's actually kind of cool. So pretty much I'm like kind of fucking up the drones. My first couple times playing this game, I did early, I know like what not to fuck with and what to fuck with. And in this game, you kind of want to avoid the robots, obviously, because 1 or 2 or 3 of them can easily swarm you, and then you're fucked at that point. And if you don't have like proper cover and like you can't run into a building or something, they can really fuck you up pretty quickly. And pretty much I realized I'm running low on ammo. Lo and behold, I run out of ammo, and I don't kill any of them. I'm kind of fucked. I'm pinned in this fucking building. So really, my only option is to kill myself, or hope to God someone comes to this extraction point and either scares them off, kills them, or has these like drones get fucking triggered on them and, you know, make them move away so I could start the extraction and leave. Well, a guy does come. And knowing this game, either is like, hopefully he's a cool guy, or he's just gonna kill me. Luckily, he was a cool guy. He killed the drones, and then he was laughing because he saw me running in circles like a chicken with my head cut off. He's like, what's going on? And I explained to him that I ran out of ammo, got pinned in a building, and that he was pretty much my savior of God. But yeah, no, it's cool. You run into shit like that, well, like, someone would actually kind of help you out, then he could have just realized I had no ammo. He killed all the drones. He could have just easily killed me, take all my loot, and then extract with it. But no, the community is actually kind of cool. And it's kind of cool, like I said, with how they're kind of balancing the lobbies, or more people that'll like shoot on sight and stuff. They're not really going to punish them, but just kind of make them go in lobbies where everyone's kind of on the same page of that, and then have people who are more kind of peaceful and kind of not really try and go too much in the PvP unless they really have to, kind of have lobbies filled and kind of prioritize towards them as well, so it kind of feeds both audiences without having both people complaining that, hey, no one's fighting, or there's too much PvP, or whatever, you know. You kind of have two dedicated type of lobbies, then everyone's kind of happy at the end of the day. And that's kind of cool because it does show people's kind of more stats and stuff like that, and it, like I said earlier, it does kind of create itself into its own little social experiment at the end of the day. But besides that, I definitely would say this game is 100% worth buying. I waited till the Steam summer sale, or no, the Steam winter sale. But why I kind of did that was because I'm kind of hesitant on buying games or pre-ordering games nowadays. So I kind of wait like a month or at least a couple weeks after a game releases to see how people kind of react with it. And then I kind of buy it if I'm interested in the game, because just in my past of pre-ordering games, I pre-order a game, be hella hyped, and then it's dog shit, so I'm kind of over that. So, yeah, no, besides that, I would say, yeah, you could wait for like a Steam sale or like a sale going on to buy Arc Raiders, but again, since it's a pretty new game, the sales aren't going to be that crazy, you aren't going to save that much money, so I would just say it's definitely worth full price, and you might as well just pay the $40, because I only saved like $10, which is better than nothing, but at that point, with how good this game is, and, you know, it's like, unless you really want to save that $10, I would just say buy the game. It's fun as fuck. I really enjoyed it. And again, it's not too much, like, they're all, like, stuff you can buy in little, cosmetic packs, but it's only really just cosmetic stuff if you really want it. And it's like, obviously the game has to make some kind of extra revenue and make money, so I'm not complaining with that, and it's not too much in your face either. And just like the menus and how everything's laid out is really smooth and nice. The movement feels great. The gunplay feels good as well. And I don't know, overall they really killed it with this game. I feel like it's really fun. My first kind of game that's kind of like this, like, go shoot it. Like, it's like my first shoot and loot extraction type of game. And I'm really enjoying it. I was thinking about getting into games like Escape from Tarkov and stuff like that. And a lot of people were saying those type of games are pretty difficult, just kind of really rage-inducing. And if you're like Arc Raiders, if you want to try get into like shooter and extraction games, this is a perfect game for that, because there are a lot of challenges, and this game is difficult, and there are a lot of learning curves, but then again, the game's welcoming enough, and there's a lot of things that, like, the game doesn't just hold your hand, but there's a lot of things that will just kind of make sense, that I feel like you could use in other shooter and loot extraction games, and I feel like it's a good little startle, Lornal game if you're trying to get into like shoot and loot extraction games. But besides that, even then, it's a fun game overall for any skill level if you're just starting or if you've been playing shoot and loot extraction games. It can have a lot of difficult and challenging shit, but besides that, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment down below what you guys think about Radeon. I love this game. I think it's a pretty fun fucking game. It's up there with Battlefield. I feel like Battlefield 6 is like my #1 game. Then it's like Skate and Hold Up. I know EA kind of dropped the ball a little on Skate, and I know we waited 15 years, but again, we waited 15 years. They dropped it. It's not a complete total pile of dog shit, and with each update, I feel like the game is getting a little better, and they are listening to the community, so only time can tell. And I do really like the game, and I play a lot compared to all my shorts you see on the channel, and I overall do really enjoy the game. And then I feel like Arc Raiders, it falls in third. But I feel like Skate and Arc Raiders could flip-flop, and Skate could become my third most favorite game so far this year, or like, you know, in 2026. But either way, those are it's at least in my top 3, I would say. But yeah, besides that, go check out the game, and yeah, see you guys all in the next video. Bye, guys.